In the meantime, let's move on to some local news. We've got Caitlin Pratt out here live for us. Caitlin, covering a really heartbreaking story this morning. What can you tell us about what's happening there in Cobb County?
Hi, Ariel. Good morning to you. I'm outside Cobb County Animal Services here in Marietta. And why I'm here is this is the group that's spearheading a really gripping, a really troubling animal abuse case. We do have some video of where this troubling, this disturbing discovery was made. We're talking about a dog who was brought by his own owner, according to investigators here in Cobb County, to a park where people walk their animals, right? Where people enjoy time with nature, play. Well, this all happening at Lost Mountain Park in Cobb County, where investigators say early last month, 31-year-old Dauson Womack brought his own animal, his pet, to the park, took him into the woods, and then he shot him in the head, according to investigators. Left the park, left that pet there in the woods, but he didn't die. Later that day, a woman actually discovered the animal, who had been shot several times, had actually survived the shooting. His injuries, though, just so severe. Take a listen to what investigators with the Cobb County Animal Services had to say about this.
One of the visitors to the park had actually pulled in next to a dumpster, and the dog walked over to her. It was not a fatal injury at that point, but it was enough that required euthanization.
Heartbreaking, right? Investigators, here's how they made an arrest, they tell us. They checked with numerous veterinarians in the Cobb County area, finally found one that knew the dog, and here's what they learned. They said that days before the shooting, Womack and the pet had gone to the vet. The veterinarian had recommended euthanasia. Unclear what kind of injuries the animal had that would make the vet recommend such a thing. But in any event, the owner, according to investigators, said, no, I'm not interested in this. And Womack, according to investigators, apparently took things into his own hands, took his animal to the park, and that's where we are right now. Now, Animal Services want to remind everyone watching this, there are other ways to deal with this kind of situation for a family member who happens to be a pet. Plenty of other options, places with lower costs that will help with euthanasia if it is indeed necessary. And while covering this story, Ariel, you may be surprised by this, but Georgia's stats, not great. I'm not talking just about Cobb County as far as animal cruelty charges go, but apparently Georgia, we're a state with a high volume of reported animal cruelty. In 2025, this is terrible. According to the FBI stats, we are 4th in the United States, the entire United States, for total animal abuse offenses. So I guess the silver lining in that is that they're being reported, right, to authorities. So that's the silver lining in that. But to be 4th in the United States for total animal abuse offenses, not great. And the FBI going on to say that they recorded nearly 1,200 offenses in a single recent year. So, yeah. Credit to that woman who did alert authorities when she made that terrible discovery at that Cobb County park. And officials just reminding you, if you see something that you think is suspicious as far as a neighbor, as far as someone you see often while walking, just something that doesn't seem right as far as animals in danger, to go ahead and contact your local authorities. Ariel?
Yeah, Caitlin, this is absolutely heartbreaking. You know, just it's one thing to hear about this story and to listen to you tell me what happened, but then when I saw the photo of that dog,
pitiful.
So heartbreaking.
Just pitiful.
Awful. And I absolutely think of the woman who came across that poor baby and saw him, and thankfully she was able to contact authorities and try to get some movement there. But yeah, at the end of the day, really interesting to be exploring why the person who did this is accused of doing this, why they might have thought that's a good idea. And so we're going to stay on top of it. But Caitlin, thanks for covering this for us.